Hello guys, this is probably going to be my I don't know, maybe my last video for the day. This is probably going to be my last video for the day, but I want to share an experience I had in Canada which changed my life. It changed my life when I came here. I'm going to share an experience with you. That experience changed my life, my driving. I'm sharing this because I'm not ashamed of the fact that it happened to me. I'm rather excited about the fact that I learned from it and I became a better person. You see, when things happen to you and you don't learn from it, you don't deserve to be saved from the next one. When things happen to you, you have to always ask yourself the question, what is the lesson of wisdom in there for me? You need to always ask yourself that question. What is the lesson of, is there any lesson of wisdom in what happened to me? So for this lady who got a ticket for not parking, she's not supposed to just grind and cry about the ticket fine. She's supposed to ask herself whether there is a lesson of wisdom in there. She doesn't learn it and she cursed the officer and cursed the government and cursed them for charging her $100 and something. Why should she be excused from the next one? The next one will even be bigger if she doesn't learn from the first one. When things happen, you have to always ask yourself, aside from you just crying about the fine or what happened, is there any lesson in there for me? When you pick the lesson, then you're becoming wiser. He who doesn't pick the lesson doesn't deserve to be saved from the next one. He deserves even a harsher one. Okay? You may have heard this saying before, first fool no be fool. Second fool no be fool. Third fool na serious fool. Because it means say the first and second situation, he don't learn from him. He didn't learn from it. Huh? So for it to happen the third time to that same person, na big mumu. Alright. I had a ticket in Canada which changed my life. It was my early days of driving in Canada. It wasn't my first ticket. I think it was my second ticket. The first ticket, it was a woman who gave it to me. She was smiling. I said I was new to Canada. I was a student. I even showed her my student ID to show I was a student, and she still gave me the ticket and she was smiling. I thought she was mean. I didn't like her. I probably even felt tempted to say maybe she's a little bit racist or something like that. But in the long run, she did the right thing by giving me that ticket. That ticket has helped me today. So when you get a ticket, instead of just crying about the fine, instead of counting your loss, how much money you're going to lose, count your lesson of wisdom. When tragedies strike, instead of mourning and counting your losses, count the wisdom. Because that is where you grow as a human being. I had this ticket. It was an early morning. I was going to pick a friend of mine, a Ghanaian guy, so we can go work in a factory in a nearby city. I had a car that time, so I was driving him. So I woke up in the morning around 6 something, drove to go and pick him up. And whilst I picked him up and we were driving, I had a nice car, like red Camry. So maybe it was easy for the police officer to pick the car, a red one. I made a right turn at the traffic light. It was a green light, so I made a right turn. When I made a right turn, there were 2 lanes that were going straight as I turned. So just look at it like I'm using my left finger to demonstrate, okay? So I came like this at the traffic light and I was going to make a right turn like this. But whilst I turned, wherever I was turning to had 2 lanes, all of them going straight, right? So I made a turn like this, going this way. But when I turned, it had 2 lanes and all of them were going straight. Per the laws and per the rules, if you make a right turn, you must go into the immediate lane that is going straight. In other words, I was supposed to go into the immediate right lane, provided it's going straight. That was the lane I was supposed to go into. But you see, after I made that turn, the next traffic light, I was going to make a left turn. So instead of me to turn into the immediate right lane, I turned into the far left lane, which was the like 2 lanes on the left. Instead of going to the immediate right, I went to the far left. And I kept driving. I went to the next light and I turned and I kept driving. I kept driving for about 8 minutes. It's probably about 6 to 8 minutes there, but I kept driving and driving. And then when I made a turn to go pick another colleague of ours, we were 3 guys working at the same place. I had picked the first guy and I was going to pick the second guy. When I made a turn and I was going to pick the second guy, then I saw a police car behind me flashing. For once, I thought it wasn't for me. But I noticed when I pulled over, he also pulled over right behind me and he was flashing. And when he walked to me, I felt like opening the door to go and engage him outside. It was one of the worst things I tried doing. You never do that. Guys, in developed countries, listen carefully. If you are yet to travel, we have a certain way of behaving in Africa as drivers. When a police officer pulls us, the first thing we try doing is to go out and try and negotiate and talk him down and all of that. Maybe you could try that for your country. If a police officer pulls you over, the first thing you do is to put your 2 hands on your wheels. Watch me. 2 hands on the wheels like this. 2 hands on the wheel. Possibly bring your window down fast. Bring your window down halfway like this. Whilst your 2 hands on the wheel before he comes. Did you hear what I said? The moment you notice you are the one who has been pulled, how will you know? They will come and stay right behind you on your back. Wherever you go, they will follow you like that. Wherever you turn, they will follow you. That's how you know you are being pulled over. Then go come directly behind you. Wherever you go, then go follow you until you stop. The moment you pull over, bring your window down before they get out of their car. Bring your window down, your driver's side window, bring it down. Why? So that when they talk to you, you can hear them. And put your 2 hands on the wheels whilst you are waiting for them to come. Do not take your seatbelt off. And do not try even getting out of your car. They will interpret that to mean an act of aggression. I'm going to pull my window up now so the car's done. I have pulled over. Guys, I'm not driving. All right? If you try putting or getting out of the car, taking your seatbelt off, they are going to interpret that to mean an act of aggression from you. They don't know what you're doing. They don't know if you're picking a gun or not. Guys, this is actually one of the reasons. I'm not saying all the time. This is one of the reasons why our black folks get shot a lot in the US. I'm not saying this is the only reasons. I know there are some bad cops who do a bad job. But I'm saying this is one of the reasons why many of our black folks get shot. Police pulls you and you are removing your seatbelt, getting out. What the heck are you going to do? You want to go and attack the police officer? Why is he not going to think you are being aggressive? And why is he not going to start doing something? I'm not trying to defend the police. I'm only trying to give you common sense how they do it here. So don't even go and say that I'm trying to say that white people are always right. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm trying to teach you or show you how to behave. In Africa, when the police pulls us, the first thing we try doing is to get out and try and go and talk to the police on the roadside. Take them to a corner and put 1 Ghana cedis in an envelope, blah, blah, blah. Try that in Ghana. Come here. Make no trial. The moment you get pulled and he's coming, bring your window down halfway, like this, with 2 hands on the wheel, smiling, waiting for them to come to you. If you have a dash cam that can record, turn it on if it's off. If you have a recorder that you can turn it on, just so you can also get your evidence. But do it faster before they approach your vehicle. Because if you don't and they get closer and you begin taking things, they might think you are pulling a gun. They might think you are even pulling a weapon. That is why many ignorant black guys get shot. Because the first thing they try doing is to what? Get out of the car. Try and do this. Go watch videos. You're going to notice that many of them try getting out of the car. Where are you going? Stay in the car. If you have a recorder, turn it on. I have a recorder on my phone. Before a police comes, I've already turned it on, recording my own evidence. So that if he doesn't like me, I already have my own evidence. Guys, you got to be smart. We are black. You got to be smart. Some of them may not like you, but you got to be so smart. Fast forward, at this time that I was talking, I wasn't smart too. My Ghanaian habit was still in me. Because I had seen people in Ghana getting out talking to police. So I thought I could do the same thing here. I was trying to get out and say, officer, what did I do? He said, stay in the car. He ordered me to stay in the car and put my hands on the wheel. You are lucky you are in Canada. He ordered you back. If na US now, you go see and po. Now po. Yeah. Those guys there, they are more aggressive as police officers than anything. Here, Canadians, they are more gentle. Then go order you to go sit back. So the guy ordered me to sit back and put my hands on the wheel. Say, when you get pulled over, just make sure you're ready and waiting. So he pulled me over. And then he started telling me my offense. That I made a right turn at the traffic light. He mentioned the name of the intersection. He said when I made a right, I should have gone into the immediate right, but I went to the far left. And that was a violation of the law. The first thing I did was to defend myself by saying I didn't do it. He said I did it. I said I didn't do it. And I was the one who was actually more aggressive. My tone was even more aggressive, right? I said I didn't do it. He said you did it. I said I didn't do it, sir. I think you got it wrong. And he said you did it. For the third time, he said, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to enforce the law. If you have a problem with me, go to the court and challenge that. My job is to give you the ticket. Wow. And then I remember stupidly, I said, well, I'm going to meet you in court. I was actually challenging. I said, I'm going to meet you in court. Very stupid of me. See how I didn't install my own action. I said my action is stupid. So when I installed that MP's action, there is no shame. I even call my own action as stupid. Whatever I did there was stupid. I shouldn't challenge him. In fact, my recourse is to go to the court and prove otherwise that he was wrong. You don't try and then he's not a court. He's just enforcing it. You go to the court and go challenge them there. So all I should have done is that, okay, I don't think I did that. He said it is all right. That's fine. Fine. You know, sometimes the way you are aggressive even makes them not to even change their mind about the ticket. They will even give you the ticket more. Now hear what this guy said. He said, sir, I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to give you a ticket. And then he followed up by saying that the fact that when I was following you, you did not even pull over right away. I need to even give you another ticket for not pulling over when you were being pulled. I said, what do you mean? He said, I've been following you for the last 8 minutes. You didn't pull over. I said, I just saw you. He said, that is not his problem. It is my problem. I should have made sure I saw him. I said, sir, I just saw you. He said, well, I've been following you for 8 minutes and my record shows that. I've been following you for the last 8 minutes. Wow. What it meant was that as I was driving, I wasn't checking my mirrors to see if there was a car behind me. You know when you drive, you're supposed to check your mirrors, right? I wasn't checking my mirrors. Now only forward where they look, they go straight. Forward never, backward never. Now it's straight, tunnel vision where they test the drive. So he told me he could have actually given me a ticket of not pulling over when I was being pulled over before giving me the actual ticket for the offense. But he was going to be nice to me by giving me the ticket for the offense only. But he made sure he told me. So I came back to the car. I talked to my friend who was in the front. I said, you know, I didn't do that. My friend said, he also said, I don't think you did it. I said, but you know, I didn't do that. But guys, in hindsight, the truth is I did it. I did it. The officer was right. I did it. I didn't even know. Look, at the time when I was telling him I didn't do it, I wasn't even sure whether I did it or not. I was just trying to defend myself. Guys, this is how you know you are being stupid. I'm going to tell you this. Whenever you do something and somebody is pointing you to the fact that you did it wrong, and instead of you to listen and reprocess and evaluate to be sure, the first thing you say is, I didn't do it, and you are challenging, you are being stupid. I'm telling you, I was being stupid. If the first thing you do when somebody is talking is not even to listen to them, you are quick to say, I didn't do it, without being sure you did not do it, then you are being stupid. Listen to what I said. You have been pulled over for an offense. As he was talking, you could not be sure in the best of your mind, without doubt, that you didn't do what he said. And you start driving and telling the officer that you didn't do it. Then you are being stupid. Because what are you defending? Don't forget that the officers have a dash cam. They record. They are trained to record everything before they give a ticket. Because they know you will go and take them on in court and probably challenge them. Remember that parking enforcer, right? He didn't just go and put a ticket on the woman's car. He actually recorded the evidence first before going to put the ticket there. So imagine if this lady came out and said, I didn't do it. Is she not being stupid? Are you not being stupid? Many of us are quick to say we didn't do things without asking whether we are sure or not. Many of us are quick to say you are wrong without asking whether you are right or so. A wise man will always listen. Even if he's right, he will always listen. And when he finishes listening, he will reprocess. He will reprocess and ask himself, is this guy right? And before you say it, you would have even said it in a nice way. And then prove to them in court that you didn't do it. That is what I should have done. But I didn't do it. That was how stupid I was. That was how stupid I was. Fast forward, I got a ticket. But here is the wisdom part, guys. That day, the job we're going to do in the factory, minimum wage was around how much? Was it $10 or $11 around that time? And I was working through an agency that sent me or found a job for me. So the agency was also charging me a fee of $2 or $3 for helping me find that job. So it means if I was making $10 or $11, I was not going to make all that money. The agency would have taken $3 or $2 from that money, meaning I was left with about $8 or $9, and then I still have to pay tax on that money. So I remember at the end of the day, my 8 hours shift, I was making about $77 in 8 hours. Listen carefully. That job that I was picking friends to go and do, at the end of the day, after all deductions, I was making about $77. The ticket that the officer gave me was $115. Listen carefully. The officer gave me a ticket that was $115 with 2 demerit points. Here, they give you ticket, they'll give you points, so then they give points for bad driving. Oh. Listen carefully. They're not just going to give you ticket, make you go pay and walk away. Oh. Then go give you points of demerit. Demerit points means a negative record. Negative record. Negative record. You go there on your record. You did something like this. -2 points. -2 points. Why did they give points there for driving? When you get to a certain number of points, about 7 or so, I think it's 7 points. When you get to 7 demerit points or so, then go make you go for interview. Then they go ask you, it looks like you're a bad driver. Tell us why we shouldn't take your license from you and take you off the road. You now have to go for an interview and go and answer the question why you are accumulating so many driving points, bad driving points, demerit points. Go and Google it. Go and Google it in Canada. Whether they don't have demerit points for driving. Demerit. Merit, good. D, bad. Accumulate them. Then go come out you from the road top. You know, go drive again. Driving no be right to not privilege. So if you abuse them, they go take you off the road. Guys, I was going to put in an 8-hour shift. That was going to pay me $77 after tax. I just got a ticket for $115 plus tax on top. Even their ticket comes with tax, so then go tax you on top of the ticket where they give you. So they gave me $115. And they will now put tax on top of that one. And I have to go and pay. And then he gave me 2 demerit points for bad driving. It will stay on my record. I remember that day I was so pissed at the officer. I thought he was racist. And you know, that's the first thing the Africans do. When they see a white person, give them ticket. Instead of processing and asking whether they were wrong or right, they'll start looking at the skin color and say, this person is racist. I have nothing to say to you. If indeed the person was racist, may God forgive him for being racist. But if indeed the person was right and you are being stupid to justify your own action by saying he was racist, may God forgive you. May you learn your lesson from that. And may you be a better person in the future. Now, only unwise people will go find other reasons to blame people. I'm not saying they are not racist people, but I'm saying if you genuinely know you committed an offense and you want to use racism to blame the officer, then you have a long journey of wisdom lessons to learn. I blame the officer, but in hindsight, he was right. He should have given me that ticket. If I find him today, I will tell him thank you. Guys, I was going to do an 8-hour job, but here I was racking up a ticket of $115 plus tax. So meaning that I'm going to put in so many hours, and then I'm going to use that to go and pay the fine for being indisciplined. Just because I didn't know the law and I didn't know what to do. And in fact, that $77 for that whole 8-hour shift was not still enough to pay the ticket. Now think about this. If I don't learn my lesson from that and I go on and I get another ticket, the 3rd ticket, I don't learn from that and I go on and I get, am I not a special mumu with a degree? Am I not a special mumu with a degree? Anybody when they get ticket, you keep getting the ticket, I know they learn. It means you have a long lesson to learn in life. You never did learn. Guys, that 2nd ticket I had changed my driving completely. I became very smart. I decided now not to say I didn't know the law. I decided to now read the rules properly. That is why they even make you read these rules before you go and take your road test. Why do you think they keep failing you if you don't pass your road test? They'll keep failing you because you need to understand the rules properly. They don't care whether you are old or young. You need to understand the rules before you jump on the road. The rules are there. The signs are all there. Tell them you didn't understand it. Now your problem. They will give you the ticket. You should have understood it. That is why they make you take exam before they give you the license. Some of you are going to come from Africa. And I see this a lot. Some of you are going to come from Africa. You come here and they will tell you to go and learn and go to a driving school and go and get their training. The first thing you are going to say is that I've been driving for 20 years in Nigeria. Mumushos. We are getting here because the Jimmy for. You come here, the first thing you talk is that I've been driving for 100 years. 100 years is which country? Country of laws or country that doesn't follow laws? And you come here. That is what many Africans do. They go for road tests and they fail. Plenty of them, they fail road tests. You ask anybody where they are Igbo country, they will tell you. Experienced drivers, driving truck, 10 years, 15 years, they come here and they fail common road tests. You know why? Because they come here thinking that they already know. Instead of being humble to ask, how is it done here? Forgetting that you are coming from a country where we have no regard for rules. And they will tell you, the first thing they will say, if you hear anybody and the first thing is defense is, I have this number of years of experience. Who cares about that? Who cares about your years of experience? You can have 50 years of experience without being wise. Somebody with 2 years of experience can be wiser than you. It's not about your years of experience. So now, whether you understand or you don't understand, I know some of you will be coming. You'll be coming. You want to drive here. Come and tell me in Ghana, you were driving for this long, for 5 hours, without going through the training and making sure you understand. Come here and see. You go fail. You go fail. You will end up failing. You will feel like some people from Africa come here. They fail like 4 times, 5 times, and they don't understand why. Wisdom is telling you are still not learning. You are not even figuring out why. And they go and fail and fail and fail and fail and fail. I know them all the time. They fail all the time like that. They keep failing. Some go to say stop signs like this. They go jump am. Things in Africa where they fit jump stop sign go into somebody's bedroom. You jump stop sign go into somebody's mama put or go into somebody's watcher joint. And the police will do. You see a police and you bribe him and give. You kill somebody and you bribe a police and go, come and kill somebody here. Come and jump stop sign. You go see. They don't go send you. They don't go deport you right away. They won't deport you right away. They will not deport you right away. They go make you do the jail time first. You go finish that jail. You finish them straight to the airport, back to sender. Guys, they don't care whether you know or you don't know. You got no excuse. That single ticket I got made me a good driver. I don't even remember the last time I got a ticket. I know the damn law. I know the damn law is for my own safety. If I can't follow the law, why should somebody not also come and crash into my car? Why should somebody not also skip a red light and come and kill me? When I was in Legon, the traffic light in front of Legon, where the stadium is, the new stadium called Okponglo. See that traffic light, the Okponglo traffic light. Guys, it was as if it was just by design. Almost every week, somebody was getting knocked there. Almost every week, somebody was getting knocked at that traffic light. Almost every week, somebody was getting knocked. A former member of parliament, Dominic Fobi's own daughter, correct me if I'm wrong, Dominic Fobi's own child, who was in Legon at that time, got knocked down for just, all kinds of accidents. Medical students who are from the medical school, they just got dropped by the road and they are trying to cross the road. The light is red. They are just crossing the road. Cars will come and just mash them like potatoes and watermelons and run away and go. And you wonder why we are just a bunch of people. When you see people drive, accident everywhere. Accident everywhere. Accident everywhere. Because we are so indisciplined from the top, which has come all the way down to the bottom. The police officer did his job right. And today I'm a better driver. I don't even remember the last time. Look, guys, I just can't imagine getting a ticket. I am so good at the law. I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. I can make, but I can't just imagine violating the law. Even if there's nobody at the red light, I will still stop. Philip Jechi, watch your tone. You are doing something good, so calm down and watch your words. Thank you very much, Philip. Thanks for that feedback. I'm going to tone down. When I'm on fire, I tend to speak a bit. Thank you. Your intonation and your inflection can send a different signal. Philip, this is a good advice. Thank you so much. I'm going to take it. I can still make my point without being loud. All right. Sorry if I'm being loud in your ears. God bless you, my brother. These are the kind of feedbacks that we need to celebrate and what? He said it in a nice way. Maybe I may not even be aware. Thank you so much, my brother. Guys, this country is called developed countries. They are not a country that just came from heaven. They believe that humans are imperfect and will always have the tendency to be wrong. They don't just make laws, they enforce them with no emotions. They don't enforce the laws with emotions. You are too young, you have a mother, you have this. They do enforce them. That is what has made them different. The African who doesn't follow laws, let him travel overseas, and all of a sudden he will begin following laws. All he needed was an environment where somebody is telling him, we will punish you for doing the wrong things. I hope we are learning a thing or two. Those of you who are trying to get your visa, may God do it for you. I remember when you come here, don't bring your African attitudes here. Don't bring the bad habits from Africa here. They wouldn't even care about your ethnicity. They will deal with you squarely, without remorse. I hope this was a good one, huh? And Philip, again, thanks for that feedback. I'm going to make sure when I'm on fire, I watch my tone. Thank you so much. And guys, I always like to clarify my things. I have every right to insult an action without insulting the person. So please do not. I am not an uneducated person. I am very educated. So when I say something is stupid, it is the thing which is being stupid. It is not the person. I want to make sure you guys don't misinterpret. When I say something is stupid, remember I even call my own actions as stupid. You can't perform a very stupid action. If somebody says your actions are being stupid, it is not an insult on your person. It is an insult on the exercise of judgment you had, which was wrong. Can humans take or undertake or make wrong decisions which are stupid? Yes, we are. If somebody calls it stupid, are they being offensive to you? No, they are not. They are calling your action stupid without telling you as a person you are stupid. When you say somebody is stupid, you are telling him as a person he's stupid without sense. But when you call his action out, you are insulting his action. I will always find the right words to describe actions. Some actions in Africa are extremely stupid, and we need to call them out. Extremely stupid. Extremely stupid. When I do something with the stupid, I need to call it out. If you tell me I said something which was stupid, I'm going to thank you for it. Look at this gentleman who just drew my attention to something. I actually thanked him. But if I'm somebody with pride, I would clear him off and say that I'm right and he's wrong. A wise man knows when to say sorry. And a wise man knows how to choose his words carefully. Some of you are on my page looking for the wrong reasons to say that I'm going off. Huh? I'm careful. And I'll make sure I don't insult your person, but I'll definitely insult your action if it is stupid. My Lord Jesus Christ insulted actions without insulting the people. Ye brood of vipers. If that word was used today, we will say he insulted the people. He insulted their action. Ye brood of vipers. You understand that? It's an insult of the action. When Paul said in the book of Corinthians, "Oh, ye foolish Galatians," he was insulting their action. He wasn't insulting them as a person. Their action was being stupid. So he told them, "Oh, ye foolish Galatians, how many times must you do this?" Humans can always be stupid with their actions. They need to be called to order with the right words. God bless you. Bye-bye. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube for more content on my real estate journey. God bless. Well, this is why I shot my first video, guys. The first video I ever did publicly. This is why I shot it. I have parked here and I'm not afraid. I have parked on the main road. I'm not afraid because this is the defense, guys. Watch it. It says, I am allowed to park here for 2 hours maximum, between 8 to 6. I'm within the time and I've not been here for more than 2 hours. I want to show you something. This is where I recorded my first video ever. I was crossing the road and I wasn't running because I know the car will not hit me. If he does, he's going to be in court. The laws. Pedestrians don't cross the road and run. You don't come here and see pedestrian. This is where I sat and recorded my first video. That first video that made you guys see me, this is where I came to sit to record it. I was sitting right here when I recorded that video. I was sitting right here when I recorded that video. That first video you guys saw, and many of you insulted me because I was expressing my thought. This is why I recorded it. I was sitting right here to record that video. You remember? This is it. Many people didn't even understand what I was saying. Majority insulted me. That is fine. You can insult. I don't mind. Yeah. Those who will give a constructive feedback, God bless them. We must build people with our words. We must build people with our words. We must not destroy people with our words. We must not kill people with our words. We must build people lovingly. That is how we do it. When you give somebody a constructive feedback, you do it from a point of love. You don't do it from a point of hate. Ask yourself all the time, when you direct comments at people, are you doing it with love? Are you doing it with love? Or you are doing it because you hate them? Many of us, when we comment, is full of hate. It's full of hate. Love corrects. Love rebukes. Love rebukes. And love does not hate. Love does not hate. Love does not hate. All right. I don't think I'm going to be coming online again. Huh? I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you got a lesson from this. Guys, let's pray to be more wise in life. Oh. And the lack of wisdom where they make with the suffer plenty. God bless you guys. Bye-bye. And hopefully... Oh, Mr. Adama, you said you remember. I remember. Brian, serene body of water. I remember the water. Kweku Apia, Kofi Gaddafi. Please, the Canada issues. Oh, Kweku. Today is not about visa. I'm going to be nice with you. We are talking about leadership stuffs and other things. So today is not about visa. Okay. I'm going to make time where I come online and we talk about visa. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I am a choleric. So when I speak and I'm on fire, I might come across as angry. It's just the nature of a choleric. They just don't understand why people just do stupid stuff. Like cholerics, they are no nonsense people, guys. Do you know Margaret Thatcher? The former prime minister, the first female prime minister of... She was a no-nonsense iron lady. Cholerics are just they just don't have room. They just don't understand why people will be stupid. Trust me. So, like, I just still can't understand why that MP will pass. When I think about it, it makes me sick. It makes me sick. Cholerics are like that. When you come across a choleric, they come across like they're angry. It's just their nature. They are always on fire, and they just look. Rawlings, the late President Rawlings, is a choleric. You see him firing people and speaking. That's why they call him Boom Boom, huh? Boom Boom Man. Because when he's speaking, you feel the fire. Cholerics are like that. I am a choleric, so I'm telling you today, when I speak and I'm on fire, it's just because of my personality type. Cholerics just don't understand why people will be stupid. They just don't understand. Like, when I say people, their actions, they don't understand why people will perform stupid actions. It beats their imagination. Trust me, cholerics, they are quick to respond. That is why President Rawlings, when he got so angry at his vice president in a cabinet meeting, he slapped him. Because he was so angry, he was like, I just can't understand why you did this. I don't know whether the vice president was right or wrong, but cholerics are just hot people. Hot. Everything about them is still hot. Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady, who was the first female prime minister, was so hot. They just have no room for, they just can't tolerate stupid actions. They just can't. That is why you see me behave in a certain way, guys. Like, I am a choleric. If you come around me, you can't just... Look, the Holy Spirit has actually worked on me a lot. I want to tell you this. I used to be even more hot-tempered than this. The Holy Spirit has done a lot of work on me. Now I am more sober. I can take feedback. I can work on myself and I can get better. But cholerics just have no tolerance level for stupidity. Trust me, they have no tolerance level. And normally they are the ones who become leaders. Watch them. Rawlings was his leader. Trump has a little bit of that. Trump, you can tell he's a no-nonsense guy, yeah? Because he's a choleric. Just that he's unrefined, though. He needs to work on so many things that he doesn't know are his blindness, huh? What I am. Right? But, so that if you are melancholy, you find me to be too hot. If you are sanguine, you understand me a little bit. If you are phlegmatic, you see me as too hot. I'm just a choleric. I just can't entertain stupid actions. I just can't. That is why you see the way I even run my page. I just can't understand why I give simple instructions, put videos, put this, and I have to repeat myself over and over. It's just how cholerics are. With cholerics, guys, if you have a boss, a leader, who is the choleric, rest assured when you make mistake, there are consequences. You're going to go. You're going to go. Trust me. The last 2 contractors I work with, they used to come to work late, and I told them I wanted them to start at 9. They agreed to that at the beginning. There was a time that they came to work around 11 a.m. I was hiding somewhere watching them. They came at 11, so I showed up, and I asked them, what time did you guys start today? They thought I wasn't around, so they lied to me and they said they came at 9. In fact, one of them said he came at 8:30, so I laughed over it as a wise man, knowing that I've already seen them. Another time, I set up a trap again. I caught them. 2 white guys, so they came late. The 3rd time, a machine that I bought for work, they stole the machine and they denied it. So on that day, I waited until every other person who was working was around, and I fired them right away. And when I was firing them, I was smiling at them, and I told them, just walk out, go. That is me being refined, though. If not my old version, right on the first one we do, you are already gone. Because today the Holy Spirit don't work on me plenty now. I have a little bit of patience. The Holy Spirit can massage everybody's heart. When you come to Christ, it will change your heart. It's like a master surgeon. It will repair your heart and bad temper and all of that. It will do them. Paul, I'm likely to think Paul was a cholerical. I'm likely to think that Peter in the Bible was a cholerical. He had the warrior. See, fast, he take knife, chop somebody's ear off. Temper, this guy is choleric. They are too hot. And they are the ones who are normally leaders. Watch Peter. Was he not the leader of the church? He was. Watch Paul. You saw what he did? Cholerics are always on fire. I'm telling you a little bit about me. I'm a choleric. I am a very, very hot choleric. But I'm better now because the Holy Spirit has worked on me. So guys, I normally emphasize. And normally when I emphasize, it simply means I have no tolerance for people who are repetitive with errors. Now you know me a little bit. But I'm still humble, When you give me feedback in a nice way, I go take them. But if you bring them on in a very, very stupid way, I go call them out. God bless you. Bye-bye.